go get them again.
Fragrance family, welcome back to another unboxing first impression video, and get ready to be whisked away to the sun-drenched shores of the Mediterranean. I have a hard time saying that as a French person. I always want to say Méditerranée. It's so much easier for me, but Mediterranean. Imagine a bright, beautiful morning in Sicily. The air is warm, the sea breeze is gentle, and the scent of citrus groves is hanging in the air. So vibrant and pure, it almost makes your mouth water. I should go into marketing. That's the feeling that Acqua Di Parma has bottled with many of their scents, actually, but with their newest addition here to the Blue Mediterraneo line. This one is called Mandarino Di Sicilia, not to be confused with their older release. This one right here, Mandorlo di Sicilia, which I have a big bottle of. I don't have many of these Acqua Di Parma blue lines, but they do hit. A lot of them I I love how LVMH bought out Acqua Di Parma. Like Acqua Di Parma was just a small outfit, but they were really good at what they did. However, with LVMH buying them out, you would think that they would, I don't know, like kind of lose some of their history or just the way they do things. But it just seems like LVMH just kept everybody that was there and not really intermingling with what they do. Just keep doing what you're doing kind of thing. We bought you out, but just keep doing what you're doing. That's how I feel about the brand of Acqua Di Parma. They're very well made, well produced. You know, the blending's outstanding. They do reach out to their Italian roots in most, if not all, their fragrances. So it's something I appreciate, that they do have a brand identity, right? I always talk about brand identity. It doesn't matter if it's a identity that I can relate to or that I love their perfumes or whatnot. I just like brands that, you know, when I go to Acqua Di Parma, I kind of know what I'm getting. Like it's very consistent, right? Brands like PDM and things like that, and I hate, you know, kicking a dead horse, but pun intended with PDM, I'm a dead horse. But when you tell me PDM, I don't have, like, the brand identity is Clone House, right? The brand identity to me is their marketing, influencers. That's not, like, this is completely, yeah, maybe they've given free bottles now. But at the same time, I just feel like the brand identity is there with Acqua Di Parma, and I kind of know what I'm getting here. With this product right here, it doesn't really matter. I know I'm going to get quality, I'm going to get blending, and I'm going to get authentic citruses. If they talk about citruses, you're going to get some of the best in the game. Now, if we're talking about longevity and projection, that might be another thing. But yeah, Acqua Di Parma, I really respect the line, the brand, all that. And I'm really applauding LVMH for keeping Acqua Di Parma's roots where they are. So today, we're not just sniffing a fragrance. We're taking a journey to one of the most beautiful places on earth. And we're going to explore every facet of this new ADP creation. Well, newish, right? It's a 2024 release, so it's been on the market for a while. Is it a faithful rendition of a true Sicilian Mandarin? We'll see. Does it capture the essence of the Mediterranean? Ooh, Mediterranean escape. Let's dive in and find out what this one is all about. Now, this one was sent to me not to review or anything. I don't have a coupon code. I don't have a link down below. This is for the decant site, so I'm decanting this thing. So this was a returned product. But before I do my job and get paid for what I do away from the camera, I can do my videos with these fragrances as per the discounter site that pays me. Which is always a good thing. And they don't care what the video's like. They don't, you know, there's no attachment of me, you know, shouting them out, coupon code. Maybe they should, but yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles. So let's delve into it. I don't know if it's been a while for Acqua Di Parma on my channel, but, you know, I should delve more into the brand. I'm a big fan of the brand. This is not my whole collection. This is just the blue line that I have. If you are new here, welcome to the Robes Oil channel. I'm your host, Mark. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Why? Because it's free. And not only that, but I'm not paid and bought for like many in our community. So what you're going to get here is a true blue hobbyist with a fragrance channel. That doesn't matter if the subscriber base goes high, low, views are high, low. The video ideas are pretty straightforward. Honestly, I just want to talk about scents and kind of put out some content on scents and give you an honest take from someone that has quite a bit of experience with fragrances, we'll say. So if you're new here, that's what you're going to be getting, but you may not always agree with what I say, which kind of makes sense. Like, you don't want a guy that you always want to, and again, some people subscribe to me and they have a completely different taste than me. So they know if I hate it, they'll love it. It's a weird way of doing things, but it works for them. To the returnees, welcome back. We haven't done Acqua Di Parma in a while, I believe. I might be wrong on that, but I really want to delve more into the brand, and this kind of gives me like a little push to go, okay, maybe we should do more EDP fragrance content on the channel. I'm sure I haven't done reviews or standalone videos on all my collection, which I have more on Acqua Di Parma over here, but we'll see. Now let's take a look at the note breakdown. We'll take a look at the release date, pricing, and all that before we crack her open. Let's take a look at the notes. Now up top we have green mandarin, lemon, blood orange, and bergamot. So awesome. Tons of citruses. That's what I want to see from Acqua Di Parma. In the mid, we have Petit Grain and Spearmint. So green, Petit Grain can also go a little woody at the same time. So Petit Grain could really help, like it could go into like that kind of orange grove kind of imagery. Because Petit Grain will give you some woody aspects and perhaps some green aspects as well. Spearmint can do that. So you can get like maybe like a green mandarin on a stem kind of feeling out of here. So we'll see. In the base we have musk, cedar, and patchouli. And usually you don't buy these Acqua Di Parmas for the base. You're looking at the citruses and how vivid they're going to be. What is the main theme of the citruses? So these ones you can kind of tell like where they're going to go, right? One of my favorites is Fico di Amalfi here, fig-based fragrance, which is absolutely beautiful from Acqua Di Parma. One of my favorites of all time in the fig game. This was released back in 2024, so it only has a year under it. Couldn't find a nose for it. Looking at pricing, this is where, you know, retail, it's around 180 to 250. So quite pricey, honestly, and it's exactly where you would expect, like I wouldn't say a lower tier kind of, not niche, but it is kind of niche because it's not everywhere. Like this is not sold beside your Versace's and things like that everywhere, right? You might find it at some duty frees and at certain shops. But this is kind of like Comme des Garçons for me, which is a designer brand, but it has a good pricing. And you can find them at, well, Comme des Garçons, you can't find them at discounters, but you can find these at discounters for around $90 to $140 for this fragrance USD. So really good bang for your buck at discounters, especially at around under $100. You know, that's a no-brainer with all the really bad fragrances in that price range and higher, actually. So let's delve into this and let's see what this one is all about. So the person that returned this definitely didn't use too much product. Oh. I don't know if the camera gets it. It looks like the cap got beat up, the atomizer. I don't even know if this atomizer is going to work. It is just up there. Oh, well, this is what we're going to do here. This might be a waste. If you see my mug on YouTube, that means the atomizer worked. I don't know how this is going to work. It's all smushed up. Oh, yes, sir. All right, let's see. So what's the name of this one again? Mandarino Di Sicilia. Let's see what this one's all about. Oh, well, that's classic Acqua Di Parma, bright and zesty citruses. Oof. Oh man, it burst out the gate just like an Acqua Di Parma does with its really authentic citruses that are zesty, they're bright, they're sparkling. That bergamot's doing its thing behind the green mandarin. You're getting a little bit of lemon as well. Yeah, the green mandarin is definitely primary here. Vibrant green mandarin is your central note. It's fresh, it's tart with a complement of the other citruses here, like the bergamot, the lemon, and the blood orange, which would add some sweetness, some depth to the fragrance. Photorealistic mandarin. The peel, the rind, everything. It's all there. The juice, all of it. I'm smelling a little bit of a verdant quality here as well. It has that tang there, that tangy pieces. It really gives the mandarin peel aroma a complete three-dimensional feel off the strip here with slightly waxy quality as well. The lemon gives it its clean undertone. The bergamot gives its classic Italian cologne feel, but it gives the sparkle in fragrances, and the blood orange gives kind of like a juicy sweetness. Yeah, this is. I can't believe this atomizer actually works. that's where I'm at. So we're good. It does leak a little bit on my hand, which is fine. That's just for one fragrance review or an unboxing. Yeah. This is one of the brands that I would highly recommend if you're looking for authentic citruses. There's so many designer fragrances, we'll say, around this price point and even lower. You're looking at $50 to let's say $200. And you're looking at bergamot-based fragrances, grapefruit-based fragrances, mandarin, lemon, things like that, and how they just smell forgettable. They smell synthetic. They don't have that three-dimensional feel to them. This smells like quality. It smells like a perfume should. This should be your benchmark for a citrus. And as maybe it's hard to make, but the green pieces are coming through here. Ooh, the Petit Grain. Okay. So exactly what my introduction said. The Petit Grain gives me the leaves to the twigs of the bitter orange tree, which is where it's derived from. So kind of just think of just a green mandarin with the stem and everything, right? The twig. And it adds a slight bitter herbal component and woody tones to the fragrance. And that it goes to that mandarin grove feeling. I think mandarin Petit Grain are your primaries here. Yeah. The spearmint is a big mint guy, as you know. It's a secondary note. I can feel a little bit of it, but it's giving really just a familiar cooling facet to the fragrance, uplifting effect. So kind of like what bergamot is doing in here also is giving it brightness. So those two notes, as they are secondaries, are still primary ideas in the fragrance as a whole, because without them, you'd lose a lot of that invigorating hit, that brightness in this fragrance. It would, not that it would fall flat. I'm sure there's some Acqua Di Parma magic in here that it would still be bright and fizzy and tart and stuff, but the spearmint / bergamot give it its brightness and its cooling facet, and it really is well done. Yeah. At this point, this fragrance is almost going botanical on my skin, like green. It's like walking through a citrus grove in Sicily. It just is so vivid and well done. Authenticity is through the roof with a fragrance like this. That's why I love delving into this brand, because they're so photorealistic, right? The citrus is slightly tart, which is a great little trick that you need to kind of do if you want it to be kind of like 3D and not flat. Little bitter, but outstanding. The Petit Grain really dominates here, and it is a great mashup with the citruses, with the orange and green. So you got like a kind of like a mashup of citrus, yellow, orange kind of colors with green colors, kind of intermingling and working really well. Yeah, this is classic ADP. Yeah, beautiful scent. Bottle worthy, 100%. Especially if you're in the, you're looking around for something like a good citrus or maybe just a green mandarin scent, and you're looking for some of the best in the game. I would have to say this is probably right up there. You'd have to test it, definitely. But The greens, the citruses are of the utmost quality in this fragrance. They're bright. It's easy to wear. You can wear it casually and you can dress this one up. There's nothing crazy about this fragrance that you'd be out of place. This is definitely bottle worthy for me. Unfortunately, I have to decant this thing, so I'm not going to get any for myself. But it's just simple and it's authentic. It's just that Acqua Di Parma DNA that, you don't have to be complex. You don't have to be crazy. You just smell authentic and you're simple and it just works. It smells of quality. It doesn't smell like, citrus jujubes. It doesn't smell like some sort of artificial Kool-Aid juice or something like that. It really smells like the authentic stuff. And that is an ode to the nose and the brand. Unfortunately, we don't know at least I don't know. I couldn't find the nose for this, but an ode to the nose for, taking all these materials and making it super authentic, and it works well. It's complex within its simplicity, right? I love how this brand just keeps its Italian roots, even though they are owned by LVMH. I have to give them nod for that. This is an excellent release in 20, like a quiet release like Acqua Di Parma does. No fanfare, no huge social media boost, just good, solid juice. And this is absolutely beautiful. It would be in the rotation with me. Yeah, it's that good. It's really, really good. Now that you heard my take, I'm really curious to see, first of all, what you make of it, right? Have you smelt this fragrance? Let us know what you think. Good, bad, and the ugly, right? You don't have to agree with me. And share your thoughts in the comments. Every perspective is obviously valuable on the channel. I love seeing different takes on fragrances and the brand itself. Like, I need to go back to my Acqua Di Parma roots and kind of start sampling. So if you haven't smelt this one, you can always recommend me some to sample. I don't mind spending, Acqua Di Parma samples aren't that expensive. They're not like over $15 Canadian. They're around like $10 to $8, where it's comfortably that I could do a video on like 3 or 4, do like a little haul of Acqua Di Parmas. It would be kind of nice. Yeah, this is well done. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.